All right, my friends, before we get into the reading, let me just say something real quick. Before we get into it, I wanted to share why I'm reopening the year ahead readings for each sign. At the very beginning of 2025, we walked through what this year would mean for you energetically. We looked at the themes, the lessons, the stretch points, and the initiations that each sign would move through. That was if you were a member. So I'm opening this up for everyone. Now that we're into December and we're getting ready to close out the man made year, I want to revisit those messages with you, not from a place of prediction, but from a place of reflection, because energy and astrology and all of that is a living language. It shows us the architecture before we step into it, but we only understand the meaning once we've actually lived it. So as I reopen these readings, I want you to sit with how these themes have unfolded for you, what actually took place, what surfaced that you weren't really expecting, where you grew, where you hesitated, where you were stretched, where you may have changed. And I want to invite you to watch each sign, not just the one that you typically gravitate toward. Every zodiac sign rules a house in your chart. Every house governs a part of your life. You carry all 12 houses within you as one integrated being and one soul moving through a complete system of growth. When you watch every sign, you begin to see the full pattern of your year, not just one little slice of it. Okay. So you do not have to fit your life inside a zodiac sign box. These readings speak to the different parts of your chart and your psyche, but you will notice that there are messages from earlier this year that now make sense in a way that they did not before. This is the purpose of returning to these energies. It helps you understand the deeper pattern of your journey and prepares you for the cycles that are coming in the year ahead. So take a breath. Listen to this again if you haven't already. Most of you haven't, because this was exclusive to members. And notice what stands out to you that didn't land the same way in January. We are not just revisiting these so-called predictions. I hate to say that it's even a prediction, but it's not. It's just the energy, how the energy was presenting itself then. And we are tracing a year of your evolution. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome in, my loves. I hope you all are finding yourselves well. I want to thank each and every one of you who are watching for either purchasing this video or for being a member of the website, where you get this content all the time. Okay. So what we're going to do here, Sagittarius, is we are going to dive into a reading for you looking at the year ahead. I know I'm a little behind. You guys know I've had a lot going on, but this is looking at the year ahead for 2025. I want to get an overall energy here for you, and then we're going to dive into the year ahead for you as a whole. Any important lesson that you may learn, where we would need to focus your energy for the year, how to stay connected to your path, and opportunities that may await you this year. Okay, so let's dive in here and go ahead and get started for Sagittarius. All right, loves, here we go. Show me the overall energy here for the year for Sagittarius, please. So yin, divine feminine energy here showing up. Some of you could be tapping into your spiritual gifts. Your intuition could be heightened. There's definitely something here about the feminine energy. Now, whether you're male or female watching this video, this could resonate for you. You all have divine feminine, divine masculine within you. So let's look at the year ahead as a whole here. The energy of the year ahead as a whole for Sag. So the Fool, new beginnings, my loves. New beginnings. I like that. This could be you feeling liberated. Feeling like possibly you have a clear conscience. Okay. Let's take a look at an important lesson that you may learn this year. Six of Wands. All right. Let's look at where your energy should be focused. Okay. Where to harness it. Again, with this High Priestess here, again, these spiritual gifts, your intuition here is what we're getting. For some of you, this is about growing spiritually or really harnessing some gifts that you may have. Okay. For some of you, this is about learning more deeply what these gifts have to offer you, or what what they have to offer others. Sagittarius, you're a very psychic sign to begin with, okay? Let's look at how to stay connected to your path this year, the world. Some of you might need to close out some cycles here, okay? And let's take a look at opportunities that await you this year. The Page of Pentacles, there's certainly something on the horizon here for you to grab a hold of. So this is beautiful. I mean, it looks like you have some things going on for you this year that encompass some sort of spiritual quality to them. All right, let's start by getting some clarification here on this spread that we're seeing here. So the Fool is here in the overall energy for the year for you. Show me this Fool energy, please, for Sag. Show me the Fool energy, please, for Sagittarius. The Hierophant. Yeah, you're taking something, it looks like, Sag, that you've learned here, possibly something that you've mastered, and you're going to be having some kind of new beginning with this or hitting the ground running. Some of you, this could be taking a bit of a leap of faith. It's a calculated risk, but nonetheless, I see that this is something that you feel like you should be doing here because there's something that you have to offer others is what I'm seeing. This might involve teaching for some of you, possibly becoming some sort of spiritual leader. You have the Ten of Pentacles, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, this is something you're going to be doing for quite a long time. Oh, interesting. That's very sweet to see that. It's almost like you have a romance with this here. But it's also more than just romance with it, like falling in love with it here. This is about you moving in the direction that feels aligned with your soul. I feel like this is a bit of a breakthrough for you, Sag. In other words, I feel like maybe this is something that you may have been uncomfortable with in the past, but it looks like that's not the case anymore. So my hat's off to you there. That's a lot of work to get to that point. But again, something here that you have to share, something that you have to relay, to teach. There could be a bit of a spiritual leadership that's involved in this. It's interesting that this Yen card is also the High Priestess. It is a number 2. Some of you could be stepping into your life's work or a bit of a calling here, purpose. Let's look at the Six of Wands, a lesson that you're going to be learning this year. Six of Wands. This could be something about being seen, possibly being in the limelight, being noticed, being acknowledged here. That was a big chunk. I'm not going to take all those. We want very intentional cards to come out. So you have the Knight of Swords. The Four of Swords. This looks like it's about your communication style. Yeah, there might be something here where you're working on being in front of others, maybe I'm seeing a podium, so it could be about a podium. It's about delivering a message. I feel like there's a way, like you can say something in a way that may come off harsh, condescending, brash, maybe even if you don't like your intention is not for it to be that way. This may be about your communication style, how you communicate, how you present things. Especially when you're in some sort of leadership position or people are looking to you for something. I'm hearing feedback. So there might be something here that you're practicing. Show me, I'm just curious about this Knight of Swords here. Thank you. Yep, the High Priestess. Yeah, it's about how you're delivering some kind of messages that you're getting or some kind of intuitive messages that you may be receiving here. It could be like, let's say you're channeling for people, just as an example. Okay, it doesn't have to be this. It could be about the delivery of a message. That's what I'm getting. And how you're perceived in that delivery. I feel like there's something here about you working on coming, like, for it to be a healing message and not like I'm getting something about condescension or is that a word? Condescending quality to it, or it's like carefully choosing your words. And Sag, you're very blunt, which I appreciate. Um, but not everybody, some people need things sugar coated. Now, I'm not saying that you're sugar coating something. It's just about, there's something here about presentation that I think you're going to be working on this year. So let's look at High Priestess, and this could be with anybody. It could be with anybody. It could just be, about you, how you deliver the things that you wouldn't normally say. It might be about, using a bit of a filter, especially if this is something that you're going to be doing professionally, or if you're dealing with possibly a more vulnerable sort of population, okay, or a more sensitive population, perhaps. Let's look at this High Priestess, where to focus your energy here. Again, this just feels like expanding on this feminine energy for you, again, whether you're male or female, and working on expanding some sort of gifts here. Look at this. The King of Wands is very psychic, so I feel like this is definitely, we're on track here. For many of you, I think that your gifts are expanding. And this, for some of you, I don't know that this is foreign to you because you are a very psychic sign in general. So again, I don't know that this is foreign to you, but it does feel like there's some kind of expansion here. This may be about learning how to expand these gifts, learning how to harness these gifts. All right, you have the Five of Cups. Interesting. So this is about how to take something that you're feeling here and use it for good. This is a transmutation of energy I'm seeing, or how you can use some kind of difficult energy, emotional energy, shame, embarrassment, guilt, sadness, loss, grief, remorse, whatever it is, and harness it for something useful, put it into action. Tell me a little bit more about that. Now that's interesting. Six of Wands. I think this is something about you helping others overcome something that maybe that you have had experience with. You're now a master of it, is what I'm seeing here with this Hierophant energy. Yeah, there's the Death card. It looks like you're working with people to create transformation. You may have some Scorpio in your chart, Sag. You may want to watch Scorpio's year ahead reading. Everybody's posted at this point. So if you're watching this, Aries through Aquarius is done. All right. Again, there is something here about learning about presentation. This might be something about like communication, like verbal judo in a way. Neuro-linguistics. For some of you, you may be learning about this or learning about communicating in certain tones and things like this to get a message across. So it seems like there's something that you possibly could be studying, which is exactly, that is something that you're good at with your sign in general. I'm hearing long-term studies. So this is something that you're going to be using for a period of time, a long period of time. And that may be, again, what this 10 of Pentacles is about. It's something that's has longevity to it, something that's going to be around for a while. So it looks like you're kind of working on perfecting or fine-tuning something that you're going to be a part of. Okay. Very good. You have the World here, how to stay connected to your path. So let's look at this a little bit. The Lovers. Now, the Lovers is known also as a choice, an ethical choice. So there may be something about this. Judgment. Yeah, there is definitely some sort of decision making that's going on here. For some of you, this could be about a connection or a relationship that you're in. Perhaps this is something that you feel like is holding you back here. And so there could be a choice around this. I feel like you have a bit of a higher calling that you're stepping into, and there's an awareness, Sagittarius, that something can't go with you. There's the world. Again, something closing out. Okay, the Seven of Swords. This could be something that you have avoided for quite some time. It could be something that you turned a blind eye to, or something that you didn't want to see. So what I'm seeing here is that there is some sort of choice. And for you, it's an ethical one. It's like, what's best for me? What's best for everybody involved? What's best for this person? What's best for that situation? So you're definitely taking all of these things into consideration and trying to make a balanced decision here. Again, with this masculine and feminine energy, okay, that I mentioned before, this is about you making a decision that you know is right for you, right for the situation, whatever that is. And it looks like maybe this has been avoided for quite some time, or for a period of time, maybe a whole cycle it's been avoided. But this decision is really going to be transformational for you, because it's removing something that may block you from this. For some of you, this could be belief systems that are changing for you. So it could be maybe, for example, maybe you're leaving a religion. Maybe you're not going to follow religion anymore. Maybe you're more about the spiritual path here. There seems to be something that you have learned that's creating this change within you, or that's helping you to kind of close out an old chapter for you, is what this is. Now, for some of you, again, this does have to do with a relationship that may be standing in the way of your calling. And I feel like that's been avoided. If that's the case, it's something that's been avoided for a period of time. Okay. I want to see a little bit more about this Judgment here, though. Let's look at this. Yes, the Empress. Look at all the major arcana here that's going on in this reading for you. There's the feminine energy that we're seeing here, okay? And again, this is you stepping into this, not being afraid of this, utilizing this, harnessing this energy for your highest good, and also to assist you on this journey that I see that you're on. So you closing this out is because there's a deep knowing that this is, you're going to step into abundance. You're raising your frequency by doing this. So it's almost like closing out a chapter that you've outgrown, or that might try to keep you in a certain box. Okay. That's how this is coming across. And again, I think it's something that's been avoided, or something that we've not wanted to see. I feel like for you, Sag, you can't really help but to see it. However, it does look like it's just something that maybe you hoped you didn't have to do. But it looks like that is going to be something that you're taking care of this year. And again, because it's what's in alignment with you, it's what's balanced for you. It's something that could block you from a purpose. All right, let's look at the opportunity that awaits here. Here's this Page of Pentacles. All right, so then, yeah, there's something here to grab a hold of. This may be something that whatever here isn't closed out yet. Okay, this could be something that blocks you from this, or blocks you from being able to move in this direction or take this action. This feels like someone or something that can't grow with you, and therefore can't go with you. Does it make sense? So you have the Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you wouldn't feel at liberty to explore whatever this opportunity is. And it may not really seem like that big of an opportunity initially, but it's just the precipice. All right, it's just the threshold. You're just stepping into the new thing. And it does look, like I said, like it's going to be something that you're involved in long term. And we have the Fool again. Yeah, something new. Wheel of Fortune. This is fated for you. So Sag, you've got some sort of destined energy around you this year, something that you're stepping into. There's that Page of Pentacles again. It's not going to look big to you. It's not going to look like a big deal. But it may feel like a risk, and there's some curiosity around whatever this is for you. You're going to want to be free and clear to be able to act on this, which is why I think something's being shut out, shut off, cut off, ended, left behind. It's a new chapter that you're starting, and it's kind of written all throughout your reading. Let's get you some guidance here, some advice. Guidance advice. Will also pull you a crystal to best help support you this year as you're moving through this. Show me for Sagittarius, please. Show me for Sagittarius. Take action. Beautiful. Number 11. Let's read this to you here. All right. When we are aligned with our path, when the confusion and the doubts have lifted and the time to act has finally come, everything will fall naturally into place so that we can simply go with the flow. Deep down, you now know what needs to be done to get closer to what has been calling you. This gravitational pull is not to be ignored. It is to be embraced and explored, even if your mind does not yet fully understand it. You are being asked to observe the signs around you. Trust your inner knowing. Again, this is this intuitive energy that I'm picking up from you, this very feminine energy that you're in. Trust your inner knowing, let go of unnecessary fears, and follow the trail of excitement that guides you from within. This is excitement. This Page of Wands, this is like ready to get going here, ready to go after it. So I do feel there is some kind of chomping at the bit, as I like to say. Whatever the outcome, there are valuable experiences for you to welcome along this journey. So spread your wings and fly. Again, this is being liberated. This is taking a leap. It feels like that to you. All right, let's get you a crystal here. Now, I don't just reach in the bag and pull a random crystal. I've already got it here. I lost it. Hold on. I actually feel the one that is, for the one that is resonating with me. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I believe that's lapidolite. Let me, I'm going to read the information around this crystal for you, okay? I'll have to find it, so give me a moment. Oh, it should be in the purple section, huh? I believe. Look, it's going too fast. Hang on. Let me just... Forgive me. Give me a moment. I don't mean to waste your time, but I have to look this up. Okay. 378 it is. Well, it was the other opposite end of the book. Okay, lapidolite, my loves. Physical benefits believed to assist with nerve-related disorders, joint pain, and strengthen the immune system. For emotional healing, it detoxifies emotions, bringing calm and reducing dependency on others for emotional well-being. Soothing for personality disorders, psychosomatic, and psychological illnesses. I wonder if maybe that you might be working in a field that involves that as well. Remember this sensitivity for some people on your delivery of something. There could be something where you're kind of working on that to help a certain population, we'll say. Okay. It's great for the heart, the throat, the brow, and the crown. The brow is the third eye, of course. So its practical uses overcome fears that restrict us from doing what we really want. In the workplace, place near electrical equipment around the office or loud equipment to clear electromagnetic pollution. Magical significance. Each lepidolite crystal is, according to tradition, believed to have a keeper who offers protection to the owner of the stone. In the divinatory meaning, take a leap of faith. Very interesting, because this is what I'm seeing here. You had it in the overall, and you have it here in the opportunity. There are no certainties, but you gain nothing by waiting. It's great for the zodiac sign of Capricorn and Aquarius. You could have Capricorn in your chart or be on the cusp. Its empowerment message is, I do not need reassurance from others. Lepidolite has soft, nurturing energies that connect us to our inner being and help us love ourselves. Meditating daily with it to help resolve long-standing weight issues, alcohol dependency, smoking, or drugs, where these act to mask unhappiness. Wearing it encourages independence from all forms of neediness. Maybe there is some sort of attachment here that you're closing out. That could be what this is. It assists elders not to live in the past. A good crystal if you obsess about trivialities, worry excessively about cleanliness in the home and germs, and hate staying away from home. Hold lepidolite sphere or egg regularly if you're anxious about death or childbirth. This may be something, if you are helping a certain population as well, this could be something that could help the population or the group or the community that you may be assisting, okay? Sagittarius, this concludes your year ahead reading for 2025. I do hope that this reading was helpful to you. I hope that you come back to this reading throughout the year to kind of check in and see how things are going. Otherwise, I hope that this year has many blessings that come into your life, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.